Hello guys, and welcome back to a brand new episode on the BATTLEGROUND series. So last episode we made the emotes part 2. So yeah, you were able to change the emotes when you would hold for longer. And then you were able to change the emotes here. So there's a few issues. One is that this is still visible, and second, this is like not scaling properly. And third, we also want our player to be in there too. So let's fix all of these issues. So we go to our emote UI, and we go to our starter player, we go to our emotes. You can see that the bottom bar has a main frame. So we also want to get the bottom bar as a UI. So let's get the bottom bar here. And then when we make our emote UI enabled, pretty much, we want to do the opposite for the bottom bar dot enabled. So the thing is, where do we make it enabled? Wait. Yeah, sorry for the lack of content lately. It's been a hard time. Also my channel has been kind of declining in views and stuff. So you guys could really help me out if you just click on the like and also subscribe, and maybe also comment what I should do in the next episode. It would really help me out a ton, and it would honestly make my day. I'm also answering to almost every single comment. So yeah, if you want something answered, just drop me a comment. And yeah, thank you for you guys' support. Oh yeah, of course, in our icon, we make it enabled here. We want to copy this, paste it, and then do the bottom bar. And we want to do it to not this, like this. Then when we click on it, you can see that when we press emotes, it's no longer there, and everything like this works, as you can see. Now for our second issue is when we hold for longer, we release, this is not properly scaled. So let's check what the reason for this is. So when we go in here, and we go to our change frame, let's just make this visible and our emote UI enabled, and then let's make the template visible. You can see this is already happening in the template because the holder is of course way too big. So what we want to do is, instead of having this by 400 pixels by 429 pixels, we want to kinda make this the same width as our change frame, being 1. So we want to go ahead and put a 1,0 here. Actually, I did it incorrectly. So we want to do it like this, and then we can just scale this up here. Then you can either just convert this to like a scale, or you just use a handy plugin which does this automatically for you. Now we can disable the template's visibility again. Can make the change frame invisible again, and we can disable the emote UI. And then we can play. And you will see that now when we change a frame, that this now neatly fits in here. And we can also change this depending. Of course, we can also do the emote. Then Also, let me check if we fixed this issue, because let me see, when we make any emote, yeah, we want our emotes to end also when we punch and do any of our abilities. We want our emotes to end then. So what we can do is we can go to replicate storage, make a remote event, and we can do a bindable event, and we can call this event stop emotes. And then we can go back to our emotes, and we can copy this, and we can go ahead and do replicate storage, then dot remotes, dot stop emotes, dot event connect function. Then we want to connect this. Then we can go ahead and go to our main script. Also, let's copy this line here. Let's go to our input script, and let's do something. So when we punch, so when we do any inputs and it goes through, after the hitbox, we can just do this and do a fire. And now when we do an emote, it should work. So let's wait for a few seconds. Then let's hit an emote and punch. And as you can see, the emote now stopped. Now we want to do the same for our keys. So we want to copy this. Then we want to scroll all the way down until we get to our keys. Now, let me see, how do we even do this? Let me see. So, not this, not this. Let me see. Let me go to our main server and let me see. So preload, no, not this. Change character, get character ability here. When we do an ability, so let's get the ability events. Let's copy this line, try to find it, and it's only here. So let's only search for ability then. And do fire. There we go. Confirm ability usage in our click script. And then we want to get the line that we used and just put that here again. And now when we use an ability, our emotes will also stop. So when we do an emote, we do an ability, you can see that our emotes stopped. Great. Then, yeah, I think the only thing left is to fix the characters loading. So what we want to do is we want to make an appearance from our character. So we want to create a character appearance. So let's make a remote event for that called get appearance. Then we want to get this remote event. Put it here. Then we want to go here and do get appearance dot onStar events connect function, and we get the player. Then what we want to do is it's going to be this, 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 everything like this. Or we can also just, yeah, we want to actually copy the name and make this a remote function instead. So we want to make a remote function and call it like this. Then do on server invoke, and then not connect function, but actually is equal to function. Then we can drop the bracket here, and we want to do if appearance, then return appearance, and else we want to return nil. Then we got our appearance, and we can go back to our emotes and actually fire this event now. So when we go and get a new event, and we get the appearance, paste that here, we want to pretty much update this at first. So what we want to do is we want to go ahead. Also, let me quickly check something. Okay, so we want to go ahead and just go to our emote script and then do the get appearance or local appearance is equal to get appearance invoke server, and then if appearance, then we want to pretty much loop through our emotes. So we have, as we see, we have our holder frame with all the emote frames. So for I is equal to 1, 4, 1 do, we want to go ahead and do local emote frame. It's going to be equal to holder frame. And we want to do find first child emote frame dot I. Then if emote frame, then we can see we have a viewport in there with the character. So then we want to go ahead and we want to do local character. It's going to be equal to emote frame dot viewport dot character. If character, then we want to get the humanoid and the animator. Actually, only the humanoids. Then we want to do if the humanoid is there, then you want to do humanoid, and then let me just specify this as a humanoid. We want to load, or is it? I just gotta see. What is it called? It's actually called apply description. So you want to get apply description. And then you want to paste your appearance. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. So we can try this out if it works now. So I don't see any errors here. Let's go here. But it hasn't worked yet. So what is going on? Let me loop through our script. And let me see what's wrong. Let me warn A1 here. Let me warn I here. Let me warn the emote frame here. Let me warn the character here, and let me warn the humanoid here. And lastly, let me warn loaded. So we can pretty much see what's going on now. So we got our description here, as you can see. Now this is our spawn ID. So actually nothing is printing, as you can see. This is going on in the emotes, but this actually isn't. So the appearance isn't even there. Let's actually warn our appearance here and see if it prints nil. It does in fact print nil. So we fired this event too fast. So what we want to do is we want to just cut this out, head into our icon scripts, and then just paste this here. Of course, it doesn't know what get appearance is, so we do replicate storage, webchild remotes, webchild get appearance. Then hold a frame, we do player, dot player GUI, webchild emote UI, webchild hold a frame. There we go. So we got our hold a frame, and then we got all of our emote frames in there. So let's see if it works now. So when we go ahead and everything loaded, we click on here, and it still prints nil. Let's see what's going on. Let's go back to our server script and actually warn appearance here, and also maybe warn the player.user ID. So let's wait for everything to load again. And then we get a humanoid description here and our user ID. Oh, it's because we cannot pass. Oh, we can. Let's go ahead and change this to just return the appearance instead. Like this. And it's still nil. So then we can't use a remote function. We have to use a remote event. So let's copy this one again, then delete it again, then get a new remote event and paste the name again. Then we go to our server, we scroll up and we do get appearance there. Then we do on server event is connect, and then we want to connect a function this time here, and then we want to put bracket after the end there. And then instead of return appearance, we want to do get appearance, fire clients, player, and appearance. Then when we go to our icon, we want to go ahead and do appearance, or we can just do this, paste this here, and then do fire server. Then we can cut all of this out, and then go back to our emotes, scroll down, do get appearance dot on client events, connect function appearance, and then just paste the code again, and you should be good to go. So let's test this out now. So we click on this, and it still is nil. Why is it nil? Okay, so I've just done some research and you cannot access this from the client since it's a server thing. So we sadly can't do this without changing our whole system a bit. So we sadly won't be able to make use of this. So I'm sadly going to delete this here, and of course in our icon as well. So yeah, that was it for the emotes and for today's video. I will try to post more often before I go on vacation next week. Yeah, I'll try to also get some videos out during my vacation. Sorry for the lack of content lately. Yeah. So